So this next step is kind of be a slightly more off-putting, just because there's a complexity level to it that we're going to have to deal with. So, all right, long story short, you're going to have to pick one corner. Either it's this one, this one, this one, or this one. Either any corner that's rotatable. So, let's just pick this one, for example. Let's maintain the solvability of this corner. You know what? I'm going to do it on white just because, I don't know, just because. I always start on white for some reason. So we'll pick this corner. And what we need to do is maintain the solvability of this corner only. Everything else, the whole entire cube doesn't matter, right? The only thing that we're concentrating on is making sure that this is solvable and rotatable. Okay. And we're not going to mess up the centers. Okay. Those are going to be kind of locked in except for this one. So what we're looking to do is we want to match and understand what you're looking at here, right? Right now we've got this red blue next to paired up with a blue yellow. So that doesn't match. We're going to need a red blue piece over here, right? So you have a smaller piece and then you have a larger piece. Okay. So we need the larger red blue matched up. So here's the larger red blue right here. So remember what I said, you can move anything you want now except for this corner, right? You want to maintain the solvability of this corner, but everything else can be rotated. So to maintain the solvability of this corner, you're going to have to put pieces in, like whether it's going to be here, here, or here, in their correct orientation. Okay, and that can get tricky, but I'll show you a few examples of how to maintain that. So, for example, I want to put these pieces right here. I want to put these pieces here, okay, in the same orientation. So I'm going to take this piece right here, I'm going to rotate that down, and I'm going to understand that the larger piece is on my left and the smaller piece is on my right. Okay, so if I just turn this one, whoops, into that same position, okay, I have the larger piece to my left and the smaller piece to my right. When I rotate it back, okay, it's still solvable, right? It's still rotatable. And what I'm going to do is, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to rotate this until this red blue matches up with this red blue, okay? And then what I'm going to do is replace this piece with another specific piece. And how do I know which piece to put in there? Well, it's going to be, well, it doesn't have to be, but in my case, when I rotate something, I try to rotate back, meaning that when I rotate back, this white is going to match up with the white again, the red or the green will match up with the green, and the yellow match up with the yellow. Okay, so let's understand that when I rotate back, I'm going to need a yellow blue piece right here, a smaller yellow blue piece, because this is the large yellow blue piece. I want the small yellow blue piece there. So here's the yellow blue piece in the back. So let me get that, just get it closer. Okay, so I'll put it right there, right? So the orientation, remember, is very important. So when I take these pieces, all right, because I want to replace this yellow blue piece over here, I'm going to take this piece, these pieces right here, I'm going to turn this out of the way. I'm going to understand that the larger piece is facing me, the smaller piece is away from me. So when I turn this in, here's the yellow blue I was talking about. The larger piece is facing me and the smaller piece is away from me. So when I turn this back, okay, it's still solvable, right? This corner is still solvable. So when I rotate this back into position, the yellow blue matches up with the yellow blue, and then this piece matches up, and this piece matches up, and this piece matches up. Okay, so now let's move on to another piece. We can go counterclockwise again, or we can go clockwise. It doesn't matter. Let's go clockwise. So if we were to go clockwise, I would understand that the orange blue would be up here. So I'm going to need an orange blue, the smaller orange blue up there. And it's down here for right now. So let's move that into a position where I can actually see it. Okay, it's right here. Now, what I'm going to do, because of the orientation, I'm not going to rotate it this way because the orientation won't be right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that orange blue up here, right? And then I'm going to turn this one down with an FI, okay? And I'm going to understand that the smaller piece is on the bottom, the larger piece is on top. So when I rotate this in, here's that orange blue, the smaller piece is on the bottom, the larger piece is on top, and then I can rotate back. Okay, so then when I rotate this piece, okay, yes, I'm moving the centers, okay? See how these centers are being put off, okay? But that's okay. We're gonna match this up and then we're gonna replace it with another piece. So when we rotate back, these centers will be in their correct positions. So when we rotate back, going this way, we're gonna have a green red. So I'm going to want a green red in this position right here. So we have to look around the cube a little bit and find that green red. Where is it? It's right here. So I'm just going to put it up here just so I can, maybe see it better. And I'm going to take a look at, the orientation, how this is orientated compared to this one. Well, in this case, I'm going to have to turn this one down. Here's that green red. Here's the orientation of the pieces that we want to save, right? So we're going to turn that. We're going to understand that the larger piece is facing me, the smaller piece is facing away from me. So when I turn this in, the larger piece is facing me, the smaller piece is away from me. Turn it back, okay? That green red is in. Let's rotate this back. Okay, so that these match up, and then that returns the white, the yellow, and the green. I'm sorry, the orange and the green. Okay, so let's continue on. Let's do a clockwise rotation. So if I were to do it clockwise, it would be white and blue. So I need a small white blue up there. You have to look around a little bit, find it. It's right here. Okay. We're going to put it in its correct orientation. Okay, smaller one's up there. If I rotate this, the smaller one's up there. Rotate it back. Okay, and then I can rotate this larger white blue to match the smaller white blue. Okay, and of course, this piece, and this piece got put off, but when we rotate back, like I said, it'll be fine. So when we rotate back, we're going to need a green orange right here. So let's find that green orange. Green orange. Where is it? Oh, it's actually right there. Okay, so let's have a look at the orientation, right? So this time I have to go down, right? The smaller piece is on the bottom. When I rotate this down, that's right there, and I rotate that back, and then we have that green orange. So we can rotate this back. Okay, it solves the white, it solves the orange, it solves the green, and these two are paired up. Okay, let's do another one. How about when I do a clockwise, we're going to have an orange yellow. There's the small orange yellow. Where is it? It's right here. Okay, so here's the small orange yellow. Okay, here's the orientation of it. This matches that orientation. Rotate back. Here's the orange yellow. Rotate. Okay, that's correct. When we rotate back, we're going to need a green white. So the green white is over here on the bottom. Okay, right there. So the orientation this time is we're going to have to bring this one down, okay, the smaller pieces on the bottom. If you rotate this one down, the green white is down here on the bottom. Rotate that back, and then rotate this into position. Okay, so that one's complete. Let's see. If we need a if we're going to do it clockwise, we're going to do white red. So we need a white red right there. It's back here on the back. So let's just get that closer. Okay. Rotate this one down. That's the piece that we're going to save. The orientation is the smaller ones on the bottom. Rotate that white red into place, or it's on the bottom. Rotate that back. So then when you rotate this back, that one's placed correctly. Okay, so counterclockwise, orange yellow. So we're going to need an orange yellow right there. The orange yellow is actually right here. Okay, so I can't really do anything about that. So what I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to look around. I'm just going to put any piece that needs to be fixed up, like this one right here. This one's not matched. Okay, I'm just going to put that up here. Okay, but again, the same orientation. Okay, the smaller one's on top, the smaller one's on top. Rotate that, rotate it back. Okay. So the right down here we have a yellow red, but we also have a yellow red right here. Okay, so this time we can just go ahead and turn this. Okay, and this matches yellow red matches red. This white orange matches white orange, and this yellow green matches yellow green. Now let's have a quick look around the cube. Matched, 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 match, 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 and on the bottom, match, 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 and match. So they're all matched up. Well, all the edges are matched up. That's great. What's not great is that this piece, and this piece have been rotated one off. I want to take my time with this part just because it may, seem complicated, and I want to make sure that I cover this correctly. So right now, every edge is complete. Okay, they're all paired up. All right, but the situation is that this piece, this white, belongs here, this green belongs here, and this orange belongs here. Okay, so that can't happen. That's not something we're going to be able to deal with in this current state. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually put these center pieces back to its main center hub. Okay, and then we're going to take any completed piece. It doesn't matter if it's this one or this one or this one or this one or that one or that one. It doesn't matter. Just pick any piece, and we're going to substitute it for a wrong piece. Okay, so this one's wrong, this one's wrong, and this one's wrong. Okay, and it sounds contrary to what we want to do, right? We don't really want to mess up another piece, but in this case we have to. So keeping in mind the orientation, right? So let's take this piece and we'll put it here by simply turning this one down. So the orientation is the smaller pieces on the left. We'll put that piece in and then rotate it back. So we still have the solvability here. Okay, and all we did was we rotated, we swapped out this piece or these pieces for these pieces here. Okay, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this, bring it all the way on the top. Okay, I just rotated around the cube till it got here. Okay, and all right, so let me see how I'm going to do this. So I'm actually going to put, instead of bringing it here, I'm going to bring it here, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. Okay, so here's that white green, right? The pieces that we put off, right? They're right here. I'm going to do a clockwise rotation. Okay, so when I do a clockwise rotation, this white green is going to end up right here. Okay, so I want to match it up with this white green. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll turn this off so that when I turn this one back, okay, the orientation is going to be, the smaller piece is going to be on my left. So let's put that white green smaller pieces on my left, turn it back. Okay, it's right here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this, okay, so that this white green matches. Okay, what I'm going to do is I need to put this one off, and because when I rotate it back, okay, I'm going to have a yellow green come up here, right? So I need a yellow green over there. So let's find that yellow green. It's right here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this one off. The orientation is the smaller pieces on my left, largest pieces on my right. I'm going to put that in. Smaller pieces on my left, largest pieces on my right. Turn that back. So then when I turn this back, okay, the yellow-green matches yellow-green. These two pieces match, and these two pieces match. And in that way, the white will match white, the orange will match orange, and the green will match green. And you know, if you look around the cube, all these edge pieces are in their correct positions, okay? And on the bottom, these are all in their correct positions, and they're all matched up correctly, and all the central hubs are matched up correctly, okay? So from this point, we can move on to the next step.